Well, YouTube, as you can see from the wobble in that clutch basket, it's actually the drum that's sitting on the spline causing the wobble. We're going to have to pull it apart and fix it up. We've just taken the outer support plate off, and that's the cover for the clutch that the support plate bolts onto and keeps everything in line so the shafts don't wobble around too much and destroy bearings in either your gearbox or your crank. And you always have, if you're going over 4 inches on the belt drive, you should run one of them outrigger support plates. I've taken it off just to not bore you with the boring part. That's just straightforward removing that off. I've zip tied this cover on to basically make it legal, because the cops pick you over here if you don't have some guard in case you snap your foot off or something in the open primary. So for that reason I got that on there. Here I'm just pulling the springs out and then the lock nuts, 6 of them. Take that pressure plate out. You've got to note the marking in there when you reassemble it. And for some reason. And here we're just taking off the front pulley cover that the front part of the outrigger support plate locates into. Make sure you take all them out evenly so you don't strip the threads. They're quite fragile after a while. And yeah, we just put a little wooden block in there that we're going to later on liquid nail to the actual pulley housing itself, and that stops the that compensator nut coming loose, because there's no lock tab in there or provision for wiring or anything. So I've come up with that little press fitted thing that slots in there, and once you get those covers off, as you can see, the belt can easily be taken off. I've already taken the torque off of that nut. The clutch, it's about 100 something Newton meters, and it's left hand thread, so I'm going clockwise to undo it. And we're just going to clean up the threads on the inside of there and the spline itself. And once we get the Loctite shaft fit in, let it cure, it should take up the slack in the gearbox department. Because yeah, the splines don't usually wear out. It's usually your hubs or your collar and your pulley. So first off, we've used the there's a close-up shot of my new upgraded version of the Ultima clutch, of the stainless inserts. Brake cleaner we use before we put the Loctite on, but first we use this cleaner degreaser to get rid of the bulk of the grit and all the grease and that on the splines. And you know, sometimes I overpack the bearings a bit with the grease, and the grease comes out on the shafts and everywhere, so you've got to clean them up really good before you put that stuff on. So I just skipped all the boring stuff, and you can see I'm putting the low viscous Loctite shaft lock stuff that's supposed to take any imperfections out of bearing housings and shafts and pulleys and stuff that wears generally. And here's my toolbox that I use when I'm working on this, so I'm not jumping all over the garage looking for tools. I can portably carry it around, and it's got what I need in there for most jobs, small jobs like this anyway. And now I'm just putting it all back in. Once I've torqued up that hub nut, all the clutch plates are already in. I didn't take them out because I wasn't doing any maintenance on them. Yeah, now I'm just putting the lining up that pressure plate with the notch on the drum and the notch on the plate itself, and putting the springs back in, measuring them for clearance, make sure they're all equal, and yeah, then give it a test with a clutch lever to make sure that you've located the notches properly and there's enough tension on there, not too much tension, so that all the slack in the cable's gone from the previous adjustment. I haven't touched any adjustment on the cable, so if that's changed, then you know you've tightened the strings up too far with it. And here we've got the front pulley itself, and you can see how worn the when I pick it up, the actual teeth are hammered from about 3 years worth of drag racing and just general wear and tear with the direct drive of that compensatorless primary. That part, which you can buy for between $9 and $90 depending on where you get it from. And this is a picture of the Ultima jack shaft. There's an improvement. It's like a 3-piece design.